It's a special place near the city of Coral Gables where families bring their children with special needs and disabilities to receive help with cognitive difficulties.
Here at Crystal Academy, we focus on occupational therapy, speech therapy, and behavior-based therapy in the school setting. We've also found a great new setting that falls outside what you would typically find that helps to complement all of the work that we are doing with our kids.
What is also special is who assists these children with physical, mental, and emotional difficulties is not a human being. It is a horse.
Many children from the Crystal Academy in the city of Coral Gables with conditions such as autism spectrum disorders have been participating in equine-assisted activities at Whispering Main's Therapeutic Riding Center.
Equine-assisted activities are different activities that allow people to learn new skills while riding horses. When you're trying to teach your body to do some new skills again, the movement of the horse is very helpful. Equine-assisted activities can be more effective than traditional type of activities because the horse is a huge motivator. So people love to come out and interact with the horse, and they don't always realize that they're learning something new.
9, 10, good job, hands down.
Or coming out of their comfort zone, or working on something that's different and challenging to them in their routine life.
Working with a horse is particularly effective due to one special and natural quality it possesses.
The horse is the equalizer.
What that means is,
you may not be able to walk really well, but once you get on the horse is able to help you move, and then you can learn how to ride effectively as anybody else. People with a large range of disabilities, but 50% or more of the people that come here are on the autism spectrum.
Eric is our teenager who he's very introverted. When he first started here, we went really slow. Tried to have him at least be close to it, then maybe brush the horse. He wouldn't pet it yet, and slowly he became a lot more comfortable.
Working with these beautiful horses has also been extremely beneficial for a young girl named Christina.
She's always very excited to come to Whispering Lanes, but you can tell that she's a little bit anxious, engaging in repetitive behavior. But the second that she gets on the horse, you can see a calmness come over her. She's very attentive to the instructions given to her, using vocal commands to have the horse stop, go.
How did you make the horse stop?
I say whoa.
How do you make the horse go?
Walk on.
Walk on. Good job.
She just has the best time ever. And you can even see lasting effects when she gets off of the horse. She's very calm and has an easier time regulating as well.
According to the Interactive Autism Network research, a majority of parents with children receiving animal-assisted therapy have seen a positive result. Such was the case with David.
When we began horse therapy, he was 2.5, and I will never forget the day that he started pointing. And the first day he said, go or stop. And that was because the horse really made a bond with David.
Programs like Crystal Academy are able to come here because we write grants. They're all funded through grants that we get from local foundations. The Bachelor Foundation, the Dr. John T. McDonald Foundation, and then year to year we fill in with other local foundations who support the scholarships for the children to ride.
Children like Isaac.
Isaac suffers from severe anxiety. It leads him to bite his nails extensively sometimes. His anxiety is so extreme that one time he was picking on a toenail and it got infected. I had to go to a podiatrist and the nail had to be removed with local anesthesia. And so an intervention such as this that has brought out such calm and peace in him has been a godsend to him and to myself, trying to help him along the way and trying to, to reason with him and just feeling like you're hitting a wall and you're frustrated. And all of a sudden, he has an opportunity to bond with the horse, to connect with nature in a way that hasn't felt like you're, always battling and fighting the symptoms. It was just, effortless, the way that he immediately adapted to it and took to it, and the way it began to transform him just automatically, just seeing him riding on that horse and seeing him smile and seeing him express how he was feeling for a child who can't convey a lot of times the things that make him happy or the things that make him sad. This experience for him has been like medicine for his soul as well as for me.
The equine-assisted activities with these powerful and yet gentle creatures have transformed these children, as this mom expresses with tears of joy.
It's been amazing. I see the changes in her behavior, her focus, her attitude.
Good job, Meredith. Good job.
See her bond with the horses. It's too much. I love it.
These whispering manes have helped bring out the voice trapped inside these marvelous children filled with so much joy.
I'm very happy.
And self-confidence.
I rode on a horse this time.
And did you win?
Yes, I won.
I really believe that if we can give our kids, our children, in the spectrum or with other developmental disabilities, the opportunity to add horse therapy to their intervention, I think that we will see a huge change into the positive for our children.
As they continue their journey through the happy and fulfilling lives
Happy
they so deserve. Reporting for Coral Gables Television, I'm Rita Varios. Thank you for watching.
If you can't be heard because you're not able to speak, well, the horse hears you. And it's not because you necessarily used your words or your voice, it's because you learn to use your legs, you learn to hold reins, you learn to touch.
It's a place where everybody knows, including the parents, that these kids matter. Working with children with disabilities, with wounded warriors.
There are a lot of different ways that you can communicate it with a horse, and it's listening to you, and it's giving back. And for a lot of participants in our program, that's very special.
When you see the kids come, they run up and they hug their horses, and there's joy and pride in being able to accomplish something that maybe they didn't think at first they could do.
When they get on a horse, they grow. They have like this new light to them, and they have this confidence. You can tell like a student would be kind of slouched and would feel small, and then they get on a horse and they have no other choice but to feel bigger.
I never thought that they'd let me do it. But nowadays, I'm here. I love it.
Miami has over 600,000 people with a disability. Our participants don't play on football teams. They're not football stars. Horseback riding is another approach to helping people with disabilities realize what they can do.
And the horse is the equalizer. You may not be able to walk very well, but when you get on a horse, you can steer the horse and stop the horse and do what everybody else does.
Riding in itself helps improve core strength and balance.
Here, you're responsible for something. And I find that individuals with disabilities, they're not responsible for anything. And most of the time, they're never given that independence. And I think that the horses makes individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities feel like they can be in charge, because they are in charge. When they are on a horse, it's not like you're there playing with a dog or a cat. You're there like managing this huge animal. and it's all yours.
The veterans who come here are dealing with different anxiety disorders, and it gives them an opportunity to come out, work with different people, learn a new skill.
It gives me a sense of accomplishment, something I really like doing. It's good for me, it's therapeutic for me.
As many opportunities that you can give these kids is going to make a difference in their lives, and you don't know that the one child is going to start talking or walking. I mean, Luke started to walk. You don't know what's going to make that difference in a child's life.
In order to keep this affordable for the families who most need it, we have to go outside. We have to look to our community, but the kids get so much out of it. It's well worth it.
This is one of the places that can really help us bring these people to a level in society that is beneficial for all, because we cannot leave anybody behind.
It's wonderful that you can provide this benefit for more than 70 riders each week with just the overhead of 4 permanent staff.
Just seeing how an animal can change her life has made me realize what else is there out there that can change her life? What else can she do?
People here are just special.